Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. I got so many requests from you guys to make something BB-8 themed, and I love the new Star Wars movie. I've already seen it twice now, and my old favorite character used to be R2-D2, but my new favorite character is the droid BB-8. I just love droids. I like robots. I think it's because my nickname is Robot. Alright, so today we are going to be making BB-8 cake pops. Let's get started. Are you ready? Yes! Alright, he loves it! We are going to be making fresh orange pound cake. The pound cake recipe is from my cookbook, but we are going to infuse it with fresh oranges. Yum, 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 yum. The things you will need will be 3½ cups of flour, 4 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of orange extract, 1 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 cups of butter, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cup of whole milk, 2 oranges, and then to decorate we're going to be using these little licorice candies, some white candy melts, and then food coloring, black and orange, and some lollipop sticks. Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do in a medium-sized bowl, we are gonna whisk together our flour, baking powder, and salt. Now, in a big mixing bowl, we are gonna mix together our butter until it's light and fluffy, then cream together our butter and sugar, and then add our eggs one at a time, mixing in between. And you guys, I got a new hand mixer. It was a holiday gift. It's watermelon color. I have wanted this color for a really long time, but it was sold out everywhere. But now I have it. Some people want red lightsabers. I wanted a watermelon colored hand mixer. See, you could just use the Force to do it. I'm pretty good. Oh my gosh, I haven't had enough training. I just set the butter mixture off to the side, and now we're gonna zest and juice our oranges. We are first gonna zest, because that will make it a little bit easier. So here I've got the oranges, and then here I've got a zester. The zester that I love and I use all the time is by Microplane. So if you guys are looking for a really good zester, I love this one. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons of orange zest, and I've noticed that with this size orange, 1 orange equals 1 tablespoon. So you're gonna need to zest both of our oranges. Now that our oranges are zested, we are gonna juice them. I've got a cutting board here and a sharp cutting knife, and I'm just gonna cut it in half. Ooh. I'm gonna be using a hand juicer. You can also use an electric one, but I like the hand one. Put your orange half on top, and then you're gonna just put pressure down and go back and forth. We only need 1/4 cup, which is a little bit more than 1 orange. We're done zesting and juicing our oranges, and now here is all the yummy orange juice that I squeezed. This is so good. I wish I could have a fresh cup of hand squeezed orange juice every morning. And we're just gonna measure out 1/4 cup, and we're gonna add it to our milk. And this is extra, so a little bit foamy. Yes. Now we're gonna mix in our orange zest and our orange extract into our butter mixture. And we're gonna mix together until it's well combined. And this smells so good. Fresh orange pound cake. Now that that's all mixed up, we are gonna alternate adding our dry ingredients and our wet. So you're gonna start with dry. I like to add about half. And then we're gonna mix it up. Then we're gonna add half of our wet mixture. Then we're gonna mix it up again. Then a little dry, then mix, then a little wet, and mix. And the last of the dry. Our batter is completely mixed up and ready to bake. You can see the little pieces of orange zest in there. It smells amazing. And now this part is totally optional, but the last thing that I'm gonna do is add a few drops of orange food coloring to make my batter look really bright. I really wanted it to be a bright orange cake. So I'm just gonna put a few squirts. Boop, boop, ba-doo, and mix it in. The batter's all orange, and now we're gonna prep the pan. Spray a layer of baking spray into the pan. Then you're gonna take a piece of parchment paper. I've cut this one to fit the bottom of the pan so that the cake doesn't stick. And then we're gonna spray 1 more layer of baking spray. Now we're gonna pour the batter into the pan. Whoa! Look at this, it's a batter waterfall. I'm just gonna take my spatula to smooth out the top, and then we're gonna pop this cake in the oven at 325 and bake for about 45 minutes. Once your cake has baked and had plenty of time to cool, now we are gonna crumb it into a medium bowl that I have over here. So what I'm gonna do is take a sharp knife, and I just like to cut down the middle. Pound cake's really dense, so just be careful, don't get your fingers. I'm just gonna pick up 2 pieces, rub them together over the bowl. Crumb, 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 crumb. Once you've crumbed your entire cake, now we are gonna add some frosting. Over here, I've just got 1 little tub, 16 ounces of vanilla buttercream frosting from the store, just to make it easy. And now, just gonna take a spatula, and you're just gonna scoop in the whole thing. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. Here you go. Over here, I've got a cookie sheet lined with a piece of wax paper, and I've got the tablespoon scoop. And you're gonna scoop a tablespoon of our cake pop mixture, and we're gonna roll it into a little ball and just place it onto your baking sheet. Now that we've got our little cake balls ready, we are gonna pop them in the refrigerator to chill for about 30 minutes. And while they're chilling, we're gonna heat up some white candy melts. I just took the cake balls out of the fridge. They've had plenty of time to chill, and I heated up our candy melts over here in this little pot. If you don't have one of these little pots, that's okay. You can just heat up your candy melts in the microwave and stir in between heatings. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little lollipop sticks and we are gonna attach our cake balls. What I like to do is I like to place a hole first, and then you're gonna dip your lollipop, boop, and then place it back in. Then I'm gonna put it right here back on the baking sheet, and I'm gonna do this to the rest of our cake pops. Now we've got all of our little cake pops assembled, and now we are gonna give them one big dip. Here we go. Dip it until it touches the lollipop stick, then pull it straight up and lightly jiggle to get off the excess candy. And then I'm gonna place it over here to the side. I'm just putting it into a piece of styrofoam, and now we're gonna dip the rest of our cake pops. To attach BB-8's head, you're gonna take one of your licorice candies and a toothpick. You're gonna dip the toothpick into some melted candy melts, put a little dab on the back, and then you're gonna place it right on top of your cake pop. I feel like I was a droid in my past life because I make little noises just like R2-D2 and BB-8. Yeah. Can you feel this? Boop, boop. Yes, okay, I'm sorry. Now it's my favorite time. It is time to decorate. Over here, I just started icing the orange details onto our little BB-8. In this little plastic baggie, I have some royal icing that I've dyed orange, and I've got a number 2 tip at the top. I'm gonna show you guys what I did. Drawing a perfect circle on a cake pop freehand is really tricky. I myself do not like to do it. So what I did is find anything in your kitchen that has a little circle. This is a cap of the orange food coloring dye, and I'm just gonna press gently into the cake pop, and it leaves a little imprint. Boom, just like that. It's very delicate, and it just gives you a little guideline. And then you're gonna ice around the circles. Once you have all your circles, we're gonna make 4 notches inside the circle. In this little baggie, I've got some gray royal icing with a number 1 tip, and we're just gonna pipe all of the gray details on our little BB-8 pop. After you've iced on a bunch of the gray details, the last icing that we're gonna use is a black royal icing. I'm gonna be using this to ice his little eyeball, his little lens, and then I might add a little bit more decoration depending on how much space it takes up. Ta-da! Here are the BB-8 cake pops that we made today. They're so cute. A big thank you to you guys for suggesting these. I'll be posting lots of pictures on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you guys make these, please take a picture and send it to me. I just love seeing your baking creations. I get a big kick out of it. It makes my day. And if you've seen the new Star Wars movie, let me know in the comments down below who your favorite character was. I think you know who mine was. It was little BB-8. And if you have any other ideas for any other nutty nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I'll do my best to make it happen. Alright, thanks again you guys. Bye-bye. Oh, look who it is. It's little Cookie the Wookie.